It is abundantly clear that the precast concrete industry and the National Precast Concrete Association have become nothing less than a family over the past 50 years. And much like any family, there are multiple generations carrying the torch handed off to them by their parents and grandparents.
First time I met Joe, I remember him hitting me on the knee and he saying, well, are you going to be a precaster when you grow up? And
a lot of the younger members coming up now through the ranks that their parents were in the precast business and now they're coming in, they are not afraid to ask and to visit with some of the older members about different things, and that's what makes this association different than some of the other associations that I've been involved in, is that it's a lot tighter family group.
Well, you might guess it's rewarding to see the next generation moving into the leadership.
That's a special thing to NPCA, is those family relationships that are multi-generational.
My dad and my grandfather actually started it, and my two sons are now in it, so they're actually fourth generation.
Guys like Mike's parents and Roland Lindsay and Don Jensen and some of those guys would come up to you and they treated you like you were part of them. You know, they always came up to you and treated you with respect, and you're just this little kid. So,
well, we're very lucky here at Concrete Seamless about the next generation. My son Jess, third generation for Concrete Seamless, very proud of that fact. He's been around long enough to have a pretty good understanding of how important it is for Concrete Seamless to continue its involvement in NPCA.
We have 4 daughters and they're now all grown. They're 24, 26, 28, and 30. But they grew up with structure cast.
The biggest highlight to my business and my business career is having my son, Mike Warden, join the company. We can learn from the other families that have succession in here. I think I am so proud of them, and see what's happening with the Weezer family and the Renero family and the Lindsay family, and these guys are phenomenal.
And no family would be complete without some lighthearted tricks and a healthy dose of fun.
So I ran the back of the house, so I planned all the meetings. I get up to do room checks the next morning at 5:30. The food and beverage guy is either still on or has gone home and come back. I said, well, how was last night? He said, well, you were right. It was equivalent to a home Monday night football game in Philadelphia.
Joe Weezer was a very good friend, and he always brought his motorhome, had a 16-gallon keg of beer in the motorhome, and these cheese curds. And we get in the motorhome, we let the meeting go on inside, we'd go out there and drink beer and eat curds. So,
what are these chariot races we've been hearing about?
That was before I was in officer, so I couldn't really tell you about that. I kind of maybe witnessed it.
I'm sure you've probably heard about the chariot races along the way. That was a well-known
I wasn't in the chariot race.
Prank that, well, it didn't matter whether you were in or not, I bet you were.
They were checking to see who could get the laundry cart down the hall the fastest. They had 2 laundry carts. They were both pushing their swives. So now we have a hotel in Kansas City where we're not welcome.
The chariot races were so much fun, the Mulebach Hotel requested that we not come back.
But it was all in good nature, good fun, and that association made a lot of precasters that were kind of timid. They come alive.
But what ties every family together are the unbreakable bonds formed over time and strengthened by every challenge faced and every success celebrated together.
It's a pleasure to talk about the NPCA because it's been a tremendous asset to myself, Jensen Precast, and our whole family.
It's bonds that just really never go away.
So we owe our relationship to NPCA, and we're very grateful for that.
Those are the people that have helped all the other members in the room, and those are the people that if you really had a problem and the chips were down and you needed some advice, you could call any one of them.
Well, we've traveled with some of these people. We've visited their homes and their plants. We've had some lifelong friendships.
One of the neatest things in my entire life, and I know it will be till the day I die, was last year at the convention. They had what they call a flat burner. I was in the hospital when they came through on my iPad. And by the time the third picture came through, she starts laughing. And I said, that's not really me, is it?
It's really, it's not just some business. It's more like a family just adopted. Everybody cares, everybody wants to see you, and everybody doesn't want to see you fail.
You know, like anything in life, we learn that what we put into it, we get back many times over.
It gets back to the saying that if you take care of NPCA, NPCA is going to take care of you.